Pop Anonymous? He's Pop Anonymous? He's Pop Anonymous?
Yo, yo, what's going on, world? Welcome to Hip Hop Anonymous. I'm Mr. Michael Solo, your host.
And I'm his co-host, Short Fuze.
Short Fuze, what's good, man?
I'm a little smoked out right now, my bad.
What's been going on, though?
Same old shit, you know. Always trying something new, trying to do new things, fooling around with this camera shit. I know you see me doing that. Kind of put the rap shit on the back burner for the moment, just to experience and explore new things. You know what I mean? I got some ideas, man. It's just gonna take some time, but it's gonna happen in due time. So.
Absolutely. This podcast is one of those ideas, right?
Mm-hmm. This is one of them.
I think it'll be a good one, though. Get the taco shit.
For sure.
Get the taco shit. But yeah, it's Steelers Sunday.
Man, fuck that.
What you mean?
Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit, man.
The Steelers playing Cleveland right now.
Yeah, I hear you.
Not a Steelers fan?
No. By no means. Cowboys.
Yeah. The Cowboys.
Facts.
Man, we seen what happened to them this week.
Oh, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, man. Shit happens. Shit happens, man.
Yeah, that sounds like a Cowboys fan right there.
Shit happens,
Shit
happens, man, you know?
We'll talk about that game.
Nah. Next subject.
Nah, real quick. I seen a meme after that game. They had Jerry Jones. They had that nigga getting up out of his chair and leaving. I don't know if you seen the SpongeBob's.
No, I ain't see that. I wasn't looking for that type shit either.
He basically got the fuck missing.
Yeah, I ain't see that shit.
Shit was pretty funny. What else this weekend? You getting anything fun or interesting this weekend?
I mean, I don't really got nothing planned. I'm supposed to maybe do some visual work, you know what I mean? Like, I got a couple artists lined up that have been hitting me up for visuals. But for the most part, I'm just, you know.
That sounds like work.
I mean, it's work. It's definitely work. It's definitely work.
Everyday grind.
Every day. That shit still, that's me.
That's what it's about.
Mm-hmm. That's what I represent. You know?
I dig it. I just figured, you know, with it being a weekend and all, maybe you stepped out or something, you get anything?
No.
Get into anything fun?
Nothing special.
Yesterday, my boy, they had a surprise birthday party for one of my boys. His mom been planning it for like 2 months.
Yeah.
It seemed like it been about 2 months. I don't know, but it was kind of like it was supposed to be a big secret because he was turning 30.
Right.
So I slid out there last night. It was kind of cool because he actually was surprised. You know what I mean? When he walked in, they told him she was singing or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So the nigga came to see his mom sing, but had the whole squad.
All time it's a party for him and shit.
Yeah, it was alright. It was real
that's
cool.
What's up.
I don't think I ever been to a surprise party. You ever been to like a surprise party?
No, when somebody's really surprised, nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
I think they got him too because his birthday ain't for a couple more days. So I guess that's how you could kind of get that past somebody by planning some shit. They definitely not expecting to celebrate their birthday a few days before it and shit like that.
Yeah,
you know
you're right. Facts.
So that was cool.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Now we on the Sunday cheering on them Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go, Pittsburgh. So let's jump right into what we came here to talk about. Obviously, the show is called Hip Hop Anonymous, which is kind of funny because we're not anonymous at all.
At all.
Tune into the YouTube, you can actually see my face, so you get to see who got to say, you know, who got what to say and what we talking about and whatnot. But anyway, that's the show, Hip Hop Anonymous. And I guess we're going to talk about what's been going on in hip-hop.
Yes, sir.
This week, specifically, makes it easy to start this episode 1, by the way. Appreciate you guys for tuning in on the podcast and checking out the YouTube as we begin something that we plan on doing for a while, at least. So fuck with us, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, a lot of shit happened this week. And so much, so I guess we could jump right into it. Let's just pick some topics and talk our shit. So, Post Malone. I don't know if you caught that.
Yeah, this guy.
Post Malone wins Best Rap Album with Hollywood Bleeding at the AMAs earlier this week. I'm gonna let you start, Fuze. What you think about Post Malone winning Best Rap Album?
That's wild, man. Over Meek Mill, Travis Scott.
Right, the Meek Mill's dip was in there. It was
yeah, that's wild, man. It don't,
Travis Scott with Astro World.
Yep, and it's I don't understand it, but it is what it is. Like, I mean, who am I?
Why you say it's wild though? Like,
I mean, I
agree. Don't get me wrong. I agree.
I like Post Malone. Don't get me wrong, but man, it's just I don't know. That championships to me feel like. I mean, it's a done deal now. But
well, let me ask you this.
You hear what I'm saying?
Man. Did you listen to Post Malone's music?
I hear what I hear. I don't go searching for it.
You mean like you heard the singles?
I heard the singles.
The singles, yeah. I mean, you gotta hear it, bro. You gotta hear it. Like, if him not winning Best Rap Album at an award show doesn't make you want to go hear it, I'm trying to get you to listen to me. You gotta go hear this shit because it is extremely average in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I'm like you said, I like Post Malone. I can't say I'm a big Post Malone fan.
Yeah,
but
I'm not a big Post Malone.
Single wise, all his singles that hit.
Yeah, they rap.
It's like, they can rap. Sure. I can listen to that at 12:30 at night at the bar or something, empty bar. I'm not really a bar guy, but I can see that music coming on and being cool. But Post Malone winning Best Rap Album kind of hurt my feelings. Like, it, you know what I mean? It kind of hurt my feelings, bro, because I'm a big hip hop fan, dog. Honestly, hosting Hip Hop Anonymous, but fucking Post Malone, bro, they keep doing this shit. Like, I know it was the AMAs. Which, for those who are listening and don't know what the AMA is, that's the American Music Awards. Mm-hmm. So, of course, they're going to have their biases and whatnot, but Post Malone, bro, I listened to Hollywood Bleeding. I tried to give it a chance, especially after he won. I went back and, like, did I miss something, dog? But he got some hip-hop features on there, people that's hot right now, but even those records, it's like, that shit is extremely slow. I can't call it hip hop. Not the hip hop that I love, you know what I mean? Not the hip hop that I enjoy. But it's just, like I said, it's just super average. It's okay. It's alright. And I fuck with that nigga. Yeah. To an extent. He's not my favorite artist, obviously. But I can see he makes good music. Right. You know what I mean? But hip hop, best hip hop.
That's wild, man.
Bruh. Like you said, Meek Mill's championship was in this shit. Like, that shit was hard. That shit was a hip hop album, solid.
I mean, easily.
From top to bottom.
Easily.
Even Travis Scott, a different swag, but there was some fucking hip hop hits on there, and I know super melodic, and there's nothing wrong with melodic because there's a lot of hip hop niggas that is melodic, but Post Malone is like melodic on some his whole own way. You know what I'm saying? Even he came out when he initially came out. He said, you know, he wasn't trying to be hip hop,
right?
Or he had different type of music, or whatever. But they gave this nigga hip hop, best rap album. Dog, he don't rap on there one fucking time.
Singy as hell. I fuck with it though. I'm not, but it can't be the best rap album.
He don't rap on a dip one time.
That nigga Meek rap his ass off, man.
Bro, Post Malone does not rap on that album one time.
That's just wild.
So yeah, I agree. I just wondered if we were feeling the same sort of way.
Yeah, I ain't got too much more to say about Post Malone, man. That shit crazy. Shout out to him though. Congratulations.
Shout out to Post Malone. The nigga winning everything.
Flat out.
He's winning everything. I imagine he gets the biggest bag. I think I seen the numbers, and he like pure sales first week or some shit. He did the most out of a lot of motherfuckers. And then when they do the merchandise and all that stuff, like the streaming and shit.
Yeah.
This nigga is winning everything. And cool. But as far as like rap, nigga, like he didn't rap. He didn't rap at all on that album. And if you disagree with me, then cool. But I don't think that's rap, bro. I think that is some other shit.
It ain't rap.
That needs to win its own category. Because plenty of people are copying that shit. Which is cool too, I guess. That's what y'all niggas into. But rap album, nah, I wasn't feeling that at all.
No, not at all, bro.
When I seen that shit, I'm like, I wonder how nigga like Meek feel. I'm sure they don't care about them awards specifically. Like, I guess that's not like the big ones, but the hugest ones. But I just wonder, like, what the fuck these niggas be thinking when they be saying these niggas? Because I'm sure he fuck with Post.
Yeah.
I think they got a few songs together. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I stuck around to hear if they got a feature, but I be wondering what like niggas like them niggas think when they Post just beat us.
That's some fuck shit.
You know what I mean? The nigga know him, they cool. He put an album out, and I guess they calling him hip hop or whatever. But he beat us.
That's rap album, bro.
He need to get back in the motherfucking studio. Like that's basically what they saying. Like good try, which is crazy to me.
Nah, man, that shit was fixed.
I ain't feeling that shit.
That shit was fixed.
When I seen that shit, I was like, what the fuck, bro? But it happens all the time, so it's like,
yeah.
You gotta just
Should
start believing that shit's gonna happen. What else, though? Did you see that they announced the 2020 Millennium Tour?
Yeah. Your boy Bow Wow trying to make a comeback. He talking about it's going to be more energetic than the last one.
I mean, he got a hype. He kind of turned the attention away from, you know, what is making it a big issue, like, in the media right now.
He said so many people wanted him on the last one. So, like, so this time around, it should be smacking. Like, he feel like it's going to be better than the last one.
Well, I believe that could possibly be true, though. Like, if you think about what the Millennium Tour is supposed to stand for,
right.
The nigga Bow Wow was part of that.
He's a part of that. Facts.
Arguably, he might have been the biggest artist from that little generation.
I want to say all that.
Out of them niggas, out of that little group of niggas, who was bigger? B2K probably.
They was probably bigger than Bow Wow.
In that moment, or like as a whole?
Are you talking about? Well, as a whole, Bow Wow. I mean, he been on the scene since he was fucking 6.
Yeah, no doubt. But like in that era, think about all the movies dropping.
Yeah.
The Bow Wow had his run.
I guess. I wasn't looking at it.
Bow Wow had his run, and even when him and Omarion did that record, it was kind of like Bow Wow was the guy. Then still, he was trying to. I guess that was. And I don't really remember. I don't remember too much about it. I remember I liked that shit when it happened, but I think Bow Wow was a little bit bigger than them. So yeah, I mean, I could see that making sense that a lot of people wanted Bow Wow on that tour, but I think Bow Wow was overly talking about it, overly promoting it right now to kind of take some of that spin off of what most people is talking about with the B2K and why they're not going to be on it this time around. Which is, I mean, it makes sense for Bow Wow to try to do, but I think who really needs to speak up, well, maybe not. Maybe him not putting fuel to the fire is helping his situation, his personal situation. But Omarion,
I knew that.
Omarion was the one who, I guess, initiated the information that when the tour was, like, announced it. Omarion was the one who announced it. And he did that shit on Lil Fizz's birthday. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah, bro. Only way I knew that because on fucking social media, you know how sometimes the blogs be like posting happy birthday, blah, blah, whatever. Yeah, so they did that, and that same day they was posting about the fucking Millennium Tour. I seen Joe Budden went so far as to name that day. What day? Omarion Day or some shit like that. But Lil Fizz's birthday that.
Yeah, I ain't see that. I mean, I know a little bit about the situation, but I'm a little bit behind on all that you was just talking about.
I guess I don't like to get into that type of shit, you know, gossipy type of shit, but
it's wild.
They say that like Fuze and Omarion's baby's mom, they having a relationship or whatever, which I don't know how you, whatever. I don't feel no type of way about that. It is what it is.
It is what it is, man. That shit happen every day.
But I guess because of their relationship, Omarion just not trying to do the whole tour thing with them this time. Rightfully so. Like, how you feel about that?
I mean, it is what it is, man. I put on my own show if I could too. Fuck it. Hey, you know what I mean? Like, he got.
Was Omarion bigger than B2K during the Millennium era? Was he as a solo artist bigger than his group?
I don't know. I wouldn't say that. But he definitely got some. You know what I mean? He got some jams though for damn sure that I could think of, like that he don't need them. You know what I mean? Like he could go put on his own show, bro.
I'm sure. Yeah, he could definitely do that. I imagine.
And I think it'll pop more. I mean, he don't need B2K, bro.
B2K, but just like we were talking about with the Millennium Tour, people asking for Bow Wow because he was big in that era. So was B2K.
Yeah, I heard you. Flat
so
out.
now you're gonna have those people that like, yo, where's these other niggas at?
Yeah. It is what it is, man. Hopefully y'all catching them on the next tour. I mean, hey, maybe they got something in store coming soon for y'all. I mean, I don't know.
I seen like the day it came out and shit. The dark skinned nigga in their group, I forget his name. But they had him on there like kind of like poking fun at it. He was saying everything was Fiz's fault. Or he said not everything, but he said like 99%. These niggas ain't on the tour cause Fizz. But I seen dude for Pretty Ricky. Extended an invitation to do like, yo, we got room at Pretty Ricky. You come on the tour with us type shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if the niggas joking or what, but if they got a tour in Pittsburgh, is you going?
Huh?
If they got a tour date in Pittsburgh, is that something you going to?
B2K. Nigga.
The 2020 Millennium Tour, bro.
Negative, bro. I love that shit.
Yeah, nah. I mean, hey.
But it's gonna be smacking. I just ain't gonna be there. That's all. You feel me? Like
That's one for the bitches.
It's definitely for the bitches.
Yeah. That's where the money's at, though.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
There you go, dog. Speaking of bitches, or women rather, they said, I see Megan Thee Stallion is preparing to release her debut album under a new name.
Sugar? Sugar?
That's the name?
That's the name.
See, I didn't know the name. I didn't even look into it, bro, because when I heard it, it kind of like,
Yeah, she said she coming with a new personality by the name of Sugar, introducing her.
How you feel about that? Like, what was your initial thoughts when you seen that shit?
I mean,
I'll tell you what mine was, but I want to hear your shit first, because I ain't feeling it. But go ahead, bro.
No, I want to hear. I want to hear what you got to say.
Me personally, dog. Alter egos, nicknames. Not only was it done,
she's playing off of that though. I mean, like, go ahead.
What you mean she's playing off?
Because she been doing it.
I get that, but even if
this
she
ain't,
been doing it,
you know what I mean? She been doing it, like
even if she been doing it, she didn't like
Tina Snow and whatever else she had going on, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So
it just makes me. I can't say it makes me mad because I'm not physically mad. Maybe I am. I don't know, but it's butt to me because I'm a fan of her.
Mm-hmm.
I've been saying that since the first couple of dips I heard, like, ooh, like, as far as these girls, like, I fuck with her, I rock with her. But when people do this alter ego shit, even the bigger artists to do this shit, I ain't even gonna name them right this second, but the alter ego shit, I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. The characterization of different fucking people and different names. I ain't feeling it. Like, so when I heard it, it just kind of like turned me off. I'm gonna just keep it there for right now. What did you think of it?
That's understandable.
What did you think?
I mean, I ain't feel no type of way about it.
Is it because? Nah, why did you feel that type of way? Like, you wasn't looking for her album anyway?
I mean, no, I ain't looking for her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what it. She nice though. I ain't knocking her. I'm just saying I wasn't looking for it. Like, you know.
Yeah, maybe that's why I feel some type of way because, bro, I respect what I've heard from her, most of it, as far as an artist. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, like up and coming, the new artist. I'm looking for her, like, to see what she gonna do with all this buzz she got. What she gonna do with all this?
But overall, I'm not knocking the alter ego shit because like I feel like myself as an artist, like
you got an alter ego.
I feel like Short Fuse and Merc be on two different things. Like, you know what I mean? I if you listen to the music, like, I feel like there's a difference. Like, there's a balance between, you know what I mean, one go this way and raw gutter, you know what I mean, and the other one, like, just, you know what I mean, he might finesse something, like, he might auto-tune something or something, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's two sides to shit. Like, I can't, that's why I ain't feel no type of way about her, you know what I mean? I can't, like, I understand, like, maybe, like, that's just another part of her life, like, that she lived, or, like, you know what I mean, living, like, you know what I mean, you never really know, like, so it's still probably still them.
Yeah.
It's just not, it might not be the present,
Well,
might be, you know what I mean, it might be the future, it might be the past of them, like, you hear what I'm saying? Like, that's all.
I do know what you're saying. Like, when you say it like that, I guess that made me think about how, like, I'm a Gemini, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the whole thing about the Gemini is, like, kind of having two sides. And I embraced that shit a few years ago as, like, part of me. I'm definitely a Gemini.
Right.
Wholeheartedly. But I guess the name changing in the alter ego or whatever, that, it just, I don't know, it makes me feel some type of way.
I hear you.
Like, I've heard another more popular female artist do that same shit.
Yeah.
And I wasn't a fan then. And I've heard a couple dudes do that shit before. Big artists. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of, like, the changing up the voices and the, like, I can't, we'll get to that, but the alter ego shit, I can't get with it. So when I seen it, it was just like, boo.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's probably going to be some jams on there. Sugar? It is butt. Like,
Sugar.
that name is butt. If that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Boo. For real, bruh. If you going to have
That's
an
what it
alter
is.
ego, come on, man. Come with it, man.
That's what it is, man.
If you gonna have different names, Megan Thee Stallion, I fuck with it. Feel me? Sugar, boo. Sugar better have some bars. You feel me?
We gonna see. Only time will tell.
Or some more gossipy shit, which I ain't really trying to get into too much, but I thought it was funny. I see they got this video, Megan Thee Stallion, she's like pissy. I ain't gonna say she's pissy, but
on
she's
Trey
tipsy.
Songs. I seen that video. I know what
She's
you're talking
tipsy.
about.
She's that right kind of buzz that you know.
She
what I mean?
cozy.
Yeah. That's when you like, hey, you ready to roll?
She was cozy on everything.
That's when you like, hey, I'm out, fellas.
Man, she was
I
all
holler
on
at
that,
y'all
man.
niggas. Right.
She was all on that, man.
The only thing I thought she was dating another dude.
Which other dude?
Money Bag. I thought that was a dude.
Yeah, me too. But I thought she was something was going on with Tristan Thompson or some shit. Or am I tripping?
Kardashian Thompson? The Hooper?
What's his name? Ain't that his name?
I don't know nothing about the Christian Thompson, the Tristan Thompson.
Alright, I don't know. Fuck it.
Maybe though, but I
don't know.
I just seen the video and they was talking about
I don't know.
So I was like,
man.
damn.
Maybe the info's wrong. I'm just saying what I heard.
See, we don't know because you about to look it up.
Maybe I should look into it.
Tristan Thompson, the Kardashian. I mean, the baby.
Bro, maybe
the
I'm.
baby's
Hold on,
daddy.
man.
Nah, I seen a video of her in a train on the but she was. It looked like dude to the right of him was like, hey, bro, the niggas filming you, and he did some smooth shit like, hey, chill out.
Okay, let's say Megan Thee Stallion denies dating Tristan Thompson. So maybe there was a little incident. That's all I really keep saying on all of these little YouTube joints. I guess he was.
They just talk about it.
I guess he was shooting his shot. That's all. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like.
I would shoot my shot. I seen a meme. See, I've been on these memes lately. I seen a meme that said, "What if you shoot your shot and she hit you back?" Talking about airball.
Ooh.
I thought that shit was funny because that shit would be funny, bro.
That is funny.
Slide
That's different.
Like say some shit and she hit you back like
Airball.
You missed, nigga.
Everything.
You missed. on a better note, a much better note. Super excited this weekend. One of my favorite rappers dropped that album. I was excited when I heard it. I mean, when I heard about it dropping, I was even more excited when when I listened to it. Fabolous dropped Summertime Shootout 3. I think it came out on Black Friday.
Yep. Black Friday.
Yeah, on Black Friday. And what you think of that shit? Did you listen to it?
I listened to some of it.
Some of it?
Yeah.
What you think of it?
I fuck with it. I wish it would have came out a little sooner. A little earlier in the summer.
Right, that's what I was thinking when I heard it, but
it's
that's exactly what I was thinking when I heard that shit. Like, there's a lot of jams on there. It's like, I'm gonna put that out. There's a lot of jams on there that was like, this will feel much better in better weather.
In better weather.
You know what I mean?
Flat out.
Like, I'm in Pittsburgh, Fab.
It's
like,
too cold for this shit right now, bro.
I'm in Pittsburgh, nigga. Like, it's cold out. The wind is cold. The wind chill, the weather, the climate, and the shit is smooth. There's a lot of like female records. I guess you gotta make them for them. I guess that's what it's about. But there was a lot. Let's talk about it. Like, I don't know, cause Faz's my man. Like, I don't know if you knew that.
No, I ain't know that. No, I know.
Yeah, I fuck with Faz. Faz, honestly, top. He's in my top. My personal top. I ain't gonna say what number, but he's in my top. And I always fuck with Faz. For many reasons, but I was expecting. I'm cool with the album, but I was expecting a little bit other stuff. You know what I mean on the album and shit.
Right.
Super. I fuck with it. I fuck with it heavy. Fab's is low key an OG in this shit, man. Nowadays, I guess
He's definitely an OG now.
that's how I know I'm getting older because the niggas I fuck with is like OGs. You know what I mean? The niggas I fuck with heavy.
Yeah.
They like OGs in this shit. I seen he had a lot of features from like, you know, niggas is popping right now.
Yeah.
That was a good look. That was it was good to see like he was able to do music with the young guys and for it to still be him. You know what I mean? Like the features, the hooks and shit that they got people on, like he had Ace Boogie on one.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Lil Durk, that might be my favorite jam. He even had Tory Lanez. But like his verses and whatnot, they were still coming off super fab, like
right.
super smooth. So I guess that's what part of music we're in right now, to where we could get like the older guys who was on that bars hip hop shit jumping on these tracks with these younger dudes and just making a whole new like wave of hip hop for fans to fuck with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
He had the one with the options with PNB Rock, Gucci Mane, and 2 Chainz. When I seen that they was on the dip, I was excited for that shit. The shit sounds super.
I ain't catch that.
You ain't catch that joint?
Nah.
That's a good one. At first I thought it was one of my favorites. I guess it is, but I like that Cap dip with Lil Durk. But the PNB Rock dip, it sounds very PNB Rockish.
See, when I listened to it, I couldn't see the track list. I had I'm on YouTube and I clicked Fab Shootout, and there was all
the tracks on one.
All the tracks on one fucking thing. So like that's how I heard it. I couldn't see what the titles was. I'm just hearing the music. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, this tight. Like,
did anything stand out to you? Like you heard?
I mean, nothing that I can remember, but like I couldn't see a title, so it's.
He had Meek Mills on there. I know for one. There was maybe 2 tracks where I could have did without, but
yeah.
They was on some slow shit. Like
Right.
I think Jacquees, the
I know you talking
King
about
of R&B.
R&B, yeah.
King of R&B, yeah. He was on a dip. I could have did without that. And maybe like a Jeremiah track in the middle. Jeremiah was on the end. I remember Jeremiah finished the album pretty good.
Yeah.
There was a dope album, a dope song on the end with Fabs. It kind of sounded like he was like talking about his family and to his shorty, maybe a little bit. He was kind of apologizing or saying there's still time or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I gotta listen to it again, but
Yeah,
was cool.
I gotta take a little listen, a little deeper, you know.
I see that his woman like kind of shouted out the last track and said she was emotional about it or whatever, which was cool. I know he's kind of playing to the public right now, still trying to get in people's good graces right now.
After that incident, yeah.
Some people like, he dropped a dope album, but he's out here hitting bitches and shit like that.
Yeah,
we don't want to get into that, but Fab is Fab, you know what I mean? Like I said, he's one of my favorite artists. So I was excited. I've been bumping that shit ever since. I've been, among other things, but I've been bumping that Fab since the drop. Did you see that shit about Lil Uzi Vert? Lil Uzi Vert's on Twitter, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Talk about what?
Lil Uzi Vert. They said he got Twitter fingers. He ain't beefing or nothing, but he's calling a bunch of people out on Twitter the last couple days. He started with DJ Drama and Dawn Cannon.
Cause he was under them, right?
I believe he still is. Yeah, that's the label that he signed to. That's who's supposed to be responsible for finding Uzi Vert,
right,
and putting him out. I guess they've been keeping him, holding him back. I guess that's what he is making it seem as. His album was been supposed to release a long time ago, but the label, which would be them two niggas, they've been holding him back. So he went on Twitter and he basically called him out. Like, I can't remember exactly what he said. It was a few days ago.
I seen something. It was like that Rock Nation bag different, and he was posting like he might have been by some cars and shit. Like he just talking. You know what I mean? Uzi.
Yeah. See, I ain't see that. I seen some shit. He was basically just like
he said
DJ
that Rock
Drama,
Nation bag different.
DJ Drama,
everything.
A bitch, or maybe I don't think he called him a bitch, but he called him fake. Something. He might have called them niggas bitches, bro. But basically, that's what he said. Like, from a hood standpoint, that nigga said, "Yo, y'all some bitches, y'all some snakes, nigga. I don't fuck with y'all niggas.
Yeah.
And y'all the reason why my shit ain't out. You know what I mean? But he said it's coming. You know what I mean? And then he even like talk shit on his fucking one of his I don't know if it was his producer. Somebody in his entourage said they was leaking tracks. They're responsible for leaking a bunch of tracks.
One of the producers, I think his name is Forza.
Yeah, you might be right.
Forza. Yeah.
I seen that shit. They was just like, yeah, he was getting niggas out of there, trying to at least.
Yeah.
And I guess he doesn't normally be on Twitter with it at all. So it's like him jumping on there and just cussing niggas out. It's gonna be big news, I guess. I seen that shit. and now he wants out the label. Well, I guess I kind of been hearing that he been like not fucking with them niggas.
Yeah,
it's probably because he said he signed for the bread. They gave him some bread or whatever, and then they gonna treat it like a label. And this nigga is trying to do his own thing.
Right,
like,
right.
Nigga, you signed a deal, cuz.
It is what it is now.
You signed a deal. You know what I mean? You signed a deal, so whatever that deal entails, or these niggas is like, nigga, we got you, or whatever. Like, maybe you want to think that a nigga like DJ Drama, or even Dawn Cannon would run that out like that.
Right.
I don't know them niggas personally, but at the end of the day, if they're signing you to a contract, something in that contract is going to allow them to have some sort of say so on how your career goes. You know what I'm saying?
And he know that.
I can't remember how much money he got, but based on a lot of other niggas' contracts, I imagine if he signed, he got like some bread. You feel me?
He should.
So they probably just like, nigga, fall back and let us run the music business part of this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of these young niggas, they ain't feeling that shit, nigga. They trying to be independent artists. Like,
yeah.
For real. They try to have their cake and eat it too, plus the money and all that other shit, the bitches and the business and all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But clearly something is fucked up between that camp, because the nigga on Twitter, I'm pretty sure he got a lot of followers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uzi big time right now in hip hop. So I seen that shit. That YNW Melly,
I checked it out.
he dropped that album a couple days ago.
I checked it out.
Melly versus Melvin. You checked it out. What did you think about it?
I mean, I only got a few songs in, but
like what you listened from the top and just started into
from
it?
the top, yeah.
What you think? What did you think?
I mean, it's alright. It ain't the melody I was trying to hear though.
Why is that? What do you think?
I don't know what it is, but it just wasn't.
The reason why I say that, because I agree with you, but I want to know why you think that. If it's the same,
it just wasn't that melly, man. It wasn't that. I don't know what side of that was. What ego he was that time around. Melvin, Melly, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But he was.
You couldn't differentiate from what track was Melly and what track was Melvin?
Like, I didn't get too far into it. Like
I don't know who's who. I don't know who's Melly or who's Melvin.
That wasn't Murder on My Mind.
No, not at all.
That wasn't Murder on My Mind, Melly. That was Melvin.
He wasn't talking about murder on. Well,
I mean, that wasn't.
Was.
I'm saying, like, there's a couple jams, not just Murder on My Mind. Like, there's a few jams that I could think of.
He didn't have a song called Murder on My Mind.
That was just like, damn, bro, like.
But he did have a song called Suicidal.
I didn't hear it.
He was talking about suicide. But no, he wasn't. He kind of was, but he wasn't. I don't know. But I know he was talking about suicide on this bitch. But, like, I don't know if you peeped the track list. I'm looking at it right now. What I noticed is he didn't have no features. And I think that's because, obviously, he's locked up. Right. And he didn't get to choose that shit. But when you say it wasn't the Melly that you was expecting, I think it was who YNW Melly is. By himself, like, he don't got no features. You would think somebody as hot as he was, based on Murder on My Mind, that he would come with a harder album.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he ain't get the network.
He ain't the one choosing.
He ain't get the network. Maybe he is choosing, but he ain't get the network. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they not really out here going hard as far as finding features and shit like that. Networking with artists, like, I know he's popping up on other people's tracks,
right?
But that's different than as far as putting his shit together,
right? Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Obviously, all these songs was previously recorded,
yeah.
So absolutely. It's like, this is just him, and we getting a singing ass nigga, dog. Like, he's a singing ass nigga. Ain't nothing wrong with it. That's what we fuck with him for, I guess. But it's just a bunch of that.
Yeah.
That's what I got from this shit. Like, damn, my nigga, like.
I hear you.
It's a bunch of that, and I can only take a couple tracks of that before I'm on to somebody else. Like, yeah, and that's no disrespect to this nigga, because I hear it and I feel like he's definitely talented.
Right. Without a doubt.
As far as an artist, from an artist standpoint, he's not the hardest lyricist or
the
most singing ass nigga, but yeah, he can make songs.
Yeah.
But this shit, I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is kind of butt to me, not like as a whole.
Right.
I don't think it's a hit album. I think they're gonna move past this, and hopefully he's able to make a bunch more music.
Right.
But I don't know. I wasn't feeling this 100. I'm still fucking with that Trippie Red. You fuck with that?
I ain't heard no Trippie Red.
You know anything about Trippie Red at all?
I really don't, bro.
Trippie Red's that nigga low key, bro.
I keep hearing this, but like I never look into it myself. So
I ain't gonna hold you on that because at first, just based on what I was seeing, I couldn't get down with that nigga. Just I don't know.
What's it like? What's he do? Like emo trap type shit or something?
I wouldn't even say that. Like that's what he looked like he do.
I don't know what he do.
That's what he looked like he do. But the nigga is like he's just like any of them other niggas from Florida right now.
Oh, that's where he's from?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know, dude, bro. I see him. I'm like, nah, like I don't hear nothing. Like
I understand. I understand because, like I said, I passed on him initially, like I said, just because of what I see outwardly. But I did that with Young Thug too. You know what I'm saying? And I like when I got down with Young Thug, which was not long after he came out. Like I eventually caught on quick. Yeah. But I started like trying not to do that with artists, just as like give them a pass, just because what the niggas look like. Now I know that's different. They different than when I was coming up and shit like that. But I fuck with the nigga. Like he makes some jams. It's like he got a vibe. He got a vibe to him that's like worthy of listening to. Yeah. He ain't on no emo. I'm gonna have to give him a listen. I guess he got some of that in him. You know, the niggas came on and like the scene like they were some rock stars or whatever.
I'm gonna have to check him out, man.
And they really believe that shit. So he another one of them type of niggas. But I think he's one of the better ones for real. Yeah. Outside all the antics and shit like that, he makes some alright music. He got some dope ass like instrumentation to his beats. Like his beats be hard. So I know a lot of thought goes into that type of shit, and I can respect that type of shit. But his album was actually charting pretty high last time I looked at it. It came out a couple weeks ago. Yeah. And I imagine he still got some songs up on the top of that shit, but that Trippie Red is definitely something else.
I'm gonna check him out. We'll let you know.
Who else? Black Youngsta. Black Youngsta got that Church on Sunday with T.I. He been pushing pretty heavy.
Yeah, I seen a documentary on that. It's pretty tight.
He got a documentary?
Yeah, he got a documentary on that. Yeah, man.
I ain't peeped that. You like the Church on Sunday? Have you heard it?
Yeah, I heard Church on Sunday.
With T.I.?
With T.I., yeah, that shit was tight.
T.I.'s a good feature right now just because he got a lot going on in the media and shit like that.
Dope.
Yeah, he got a podcast too. Shout out to his shit. Yeah, you seen his shit?
Tips dope. Yeah, the podcast. Yeah, that shit's tight too.
Nah, serious. I ain't saying nothing to you. Yeah, Expeditiously. I caught a couple episodes of that. Yeah. That's more like a formal podcast. They do like interviews and shit like that.
Yeah.
That would be something maybe we can get into in the future, like bringing niggas through and kind of like
interview motherfuckers.
Yeah, that'd be dope. What else happened in hip hop this week? I think I seen I don't know if it was this week, but it was a couple weeks ago. The BBC, they named Young Thug the most influential artist of the 21st century. I seen that a couple weeks ago, but then I seen like a few days ago, the nigga Lil Wayne must have seen it. Lil Wayne seen that shit, and he had something to say about that. The nigga came on his Twitter. Everybody on Twitter lately, and he was I guess he was responding to it by saying he said, I think he said, me, that's who. And Young Thug like retweeted it, like I agree or some shit with the prayer hand and stuff like that. Like, what you think about that? You think Young Thug could be considered like?
First off, who is the BBC?
The BBC, I think it's the British Broadcasting Company. Okay. So it's like, I think. BBC.
Some UK shit.
I think it's some UK shit. So it would be like on an international level, like who is influencing the hip hop culture the most, I guess, in this 21st century.
21st century.
They named Young Thug.
That's pushing it.
They named Young Thug.
Century?
Yeah. Like since he came on scene, has he had the most influence and provided the most. I don't know. Are people following his wave more than anybody?
I mean, there's definitely people following his wave, like without a doubt.
Are you a fan of Young Thug?
I think he's alright. I fuck with Thugger.
Musically or anything else? Or?
I mean, like just musically. I don't follow his lifestyle or nothing. Like, you know what I mean? I don't really know.
See, I think maybe that's where they could get a pass because I think they're incorporating like influence as a whole, and I know. Young Thug used to get in trouble for a lot of the shit that he wear, hip hop wise. But like we were just talking about Trippie Redd and shit, a lot of motherfuckers is wearing and doing whatever they want to do nowadays, which kind of could be contributed to a nigga like Young Thug, and maybe like that is part of his influence as well in this century.
I would say so, yeah.
So it could be bigger than music, even though he don't got the most the biggest music, even though he's super big. Hip hop wise and whatnot,
right?
Even the niggas underneath him, like everybody who's hot right now, is kind of signed to Young Thug. If you think about it, like I know he got Gunna. I think the little baby, not the baby, little baby. I think he's somewhat connected to Young Thug.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know that. The YSL movement. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, bro. It's levels to it, but. Young Thug is producing what is hot right now. Yeah. In some form or fashion. So I get that. And like even his music is definitely something to be considered as super influential this decade. Yeah. So that's where I say they could get a pass because maybe they're talking about as a whole. I know people was wearing truck fit, but that was kind of geared towards younger kids. Yeah. I know a lot of white kids ate that up. Lil Wayne was skateboarding and shit like that. But yeah. Weezy kind of our generation back in the day, even though that was this century, for sure. Still was earlier in the century. Yeah, yeah. These later years is definitely he's not who they want. Nah. So I don't know if I agree with that wholeheartedly, but I can see where they could get a pass. Definitely. Right. And I think it's the British Broadcasting Company. I think that's what it is.
You know who the fuck said that shit?
Yeah, it was just big news because
like the BBC, the Billionaire Boys Club. Who the fuck said that shit?
Yeah,
who the fuck said that dumbass shit, man?
So you think you don't believe this shit? Young Thug, most influential?
No, not at all.
Who would you say that could go to?
I don't know, but not.
You give me a couple of names.
I mean, they said most influential in the 21st century.
BBC name Young Thug is the most, 21st century.
Not the last 2 years, not the last, you know what I mean? Like,
he had his run,
man. Yeah,
could you say Migos had a run too?
Yeah, of course.
They was influencing shit.
Absolutely.
Who else? Maybe Kanye.
Of course, yeah, definitely.
Could he be considered one of the ones for like the most influential this century?
I mean, I guess you could say that, but like,
we was talking about fashion with Young Thug. Yeezy got this.
Yeah,
Yeezy got the Yeezys.
You're right.
He got the shit everybody makes fun of.
He do.
Have you ever seen anybody wearing some of that shit that he got? Like the clothes he got?
I did.
Where is that shit at? Is that shit only for the fucking...
That's some prison wear or something.
I know, but where is it at? Is it only for the fashion show? Do they only got one of one? I ain't never seen that shit. I seen a fashion show every year for the last like 5 years. I ain't never seen nobody rocking that shit. Not one fucking person except for that nigga.
He's the only one.
They always got a picture showing like his shoes or something. And they're like
in a ripped shirt or some little gown type
or the cut off
little goat top.
The cut off sweats. Like who the fuck? Where the fuck is this clothes? Where is the clothes at?
He the only one with that.
Anything happen locally? Like you fuck with any of the artists moving locally right now? Any moves you see that caught your eye? Pittsburgh. We talking about Pittsburgh, by the way.
Talking about Pittsburgh. Okay. Stevie B.
Stevie B. You seeing what he been doing?
He making little power moves, man. I see him. He just dropped that Atlanta joint. He got motherfucking light skinned Keisha on that shit.
Did you see the video?
Seen the video, ran that shit back a few times. He got DC Young Fly in that motherfucking like really in that bitch like.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I seen DC fly there with his getting his acting on and shit.
Yeah, like really in there, man. That's just
Stevie in there happy.
It's a power move.
Happy as hell. Every time I see Stevie B, he got a big ass smile on his face, like
all the time. Like,
that's the kind of music he makes. He makes like some real happy ass music, like
up tempo.
You fuck with his music, like him as an artist?
Yeah, Stevie's hard.
You fuck with him?
He's an artist. He's creative.
He's definitely an artist. I seen interview. I think he was giving an interview on a radio station or something. He be live streaming and shit. So I caught that, and they asked him how to describe his music or some shit, and the nigga said melodic, and I was like, yeah, you definitely a singing ass, like real happy upbeat type nigga.
Swear.
For sure. And he seems to be making like singles.
Yeah,
he's going the single route, commercial type shit.
That's smart. I think that's smart.
Yeah. I think it gives him an advantage over a lot of these niggas out here, like, cause Pittsburgh, if you think about it, there's a couple niggas that stand out, but there's a lot of niggas who sound like the same. Like
pretty much.
We got a similar sound out here, and Stevie standing out with his happy ass.
Stevie's
shit.
On, man.
I imagine he makes most of his beats. You know what I mean? Because I as much as I fuck with him as an artist, his beats is
his production.
His production been for a long time. Like that's just official. And I know he got a lot of fucking industry jams, or at least that like over the years he done worked with a lot of people and shit.
Yeah.
When they come to the city, they know to fuck with Stevie B. So
Stevie's hot, man.
It's pretty tight to see the nigga doing his artist thing, and I imagine if he was to make it, he would be the type of nigga to come back and grab a couple niggas. Like he know. I believe it.
Yeah, he seemed like he would.
He know what's hot in the city and shit like that. So, and I think a lot of people fuck with him. Like I imagine he the type of nigga that would get love from the city. Like,
right.
In a city full of hate and shit like that, I think Stevie can make it in that regard. I think I
believe it too.
I don't really know him personally, but I've been around him a couple times for a couple situations. I see how he move and carry himself. Seem like people give him respect.
Yeah. I don't know him personally, but I do got some Stevie production. Like, so we spoke before. Like, you know what I mean.
You got some jams on his beats?
I got some. Yeah, I got some Stevie on the beat
from back in the day, or
from back like a couple years back.
You got anything on ice you could bring out?
I mean, yeah.
You would have to get some new beats. I'm
gonna have to holler at Stevie.
I wonder if he's still doing that. Like, is he still like?
Yeah, I'm not sure. He's probably more on the artist side.
Artist first, like, nah, man.
Yeah. Like he's probably doing
my shit.
Just doing more production for him more than anything.
I don't know. Knowing the type of hustler that he was, I imagine he is still on that beat shit. Like, yo, hit me for them beats, or all these niggas he's linking up.
Maybe.
He's probably like, yeah, I got these beats. I don't know, but I know he'll be back here in Pittsburgh. He got a show. I see he's actually bringing Light Skin Keisha and also Project Pat.
That's what's up.
To Pittsburgh in December.
Yeah,
December 6th at the Boiler Room. So yeah, I seen that. That should be pretty cool. I don't know if he's been back since the moves that he's been making. But I imagine he'll be received well from Pittsburgh. Maybe they'll have that shit lit.
Man, that Atlanta shit look big to me, man.
The song?
The song, the video.
They definitely put some money behind it. There's
BT
a bunch of bitches
jams, the whole shebang.
BT.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, everything about it was legit.
Shout out to Stevie B, man.
Man, shout out Stevie.
We see that shit. What else local? Fed the God. You familiar with Fed?
Kind of familiar with Fed. I know he was out here with Hardo somewhere, Bentleyville or something. I know they had a little something going on.
Oh yeah, in the summertime.
Yeah. And I heard about what I heard. I heard a couple jams from. They went that North Side shit.
That's what sticks out to me.
Yeah.
I can't think of the jam specifically, but when I said Fed the God, I heard.
That's what I heard when I think of him. Like,
so. He doing something because I can hear that, and I ain't really heard that, but I know that about him. I have heard a few jams though, because I was doing something else about last summer, fucking with this local hip hop shit, and his name kept coming up, so I started tuning into what he got going on. He seems like he's making some moves. I seen him a few weeks back in the studio with Wiz.
That's dope.
You know, Wiz got that reputation of not really doing a lot of tracks with local niggas. Which,
Right.
I mean, the nigga's industry, and he been
Right.
for a long
Yeah.
time. Like, you got to be doing something for me to come back here and waste my time, or not waste my time, but show love type shit. I imagine that's what the thought process is.
Yeah.
So when I see Wiz in the studio with Fed, I said, okay, he must be doing something, or he know the right people or whatever, because that's a good look. I ain't heard the record yet. I don't think they released it or nothing like that.
Yeah, I ain't heard that yet.
But shout out to Fed to God. He also got a show in Pittsburgh in December. It's December 20th. I see, and that one's at Mr. Smalls Theater.
I might have to go check that out.
Mr. Smalls, I know they be doing shit there, or they used to, something.
I might have to show up.
They got Fed to God.
Bring my camera, go get it. You know what I mean? Go get some footage for the boys.
Reese Youngin, I know you know Reese.
Yeah, he's lit.
I be playing Reese. Reese, I fuck with Reese. He's also on that show. Guapo Lennon, Stixo,
Yeah.
Smacks, and Jose. I'm not familiar with Smacks and Jose. I've heard them other names though, but that should be dope. That's a Fed to God production. He seems to be doing his own shit, doing his own shows. That's something you can respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's dope.
I know he got a couple videos that he been pushing as well.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fed to God. What about local? Anybody making any moves?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Crisco Robbins?
Crisco.
Robbins, definitely.
Can't forget about Crisco.
I mean, there's definitely artists making some noise.
I was just looking at on YouTube the other day, cause all I watch is YouTube. I don't really watch TV, but I watch YouTube. And I was looking at that video he just put out, the one you shot.
Okay.
What's it called?
Which one? Oh, the one, the first one, the second one. I shot 2 in a row for him.
Oh, you shot 2 videos?
Yeah. I shot both. His last 2 visuals is.
This is the one where that nigga kept doing that he got that
hurry
bop.
up and buy.
No, I don't think that. Well, maybe it was. He got this little bop.
Richard Millie.
He got
Richard Millie remix.
He kept doing it. Yeah. That was the one.
Yeah, he got this little Diddy bop going
This
on and the
nigga
whole
kept
shit.
dancing, and I'm dying, dog, because I can see it in his face. He's so serious, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is just how the fucking song is making him feel. So, definitely Crisco Bobbers. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That bop.
I know exactly what you talking about, bro.
I know you was dying filming that shit.
Yeah, man, that shit was funny, but that's really him, though, man. Like, he wasn't.
That's the best part about it, because, just knowing that nigga
It's
personally.
genuine. Yeah.
Knowing that nigga personally, knowing that shit is serious, and he's serious with that shit.
Yeah.
So, and plus, the song is hard. The song is hard.
Yeah.
I fuck with the song. I was rocking with it when he dropped a little snippet of the song a couple weeks before that. The video dropped. But when the video dropped, I'm like, dawg, these niggas are nut. And I don't think he knows. So, shout out to that nigga. That video is hard. I would definitely recommend YouTube Crisco Robbins, right?
Yeah.
Crisco Robbins. What's the name of the song?
Richard Millie remix. And Hurry Up and Buy.
That's the other one.
That's the other one.
Yeah, that one's hard too. I was looking at his whole little catalog he got on there.
Yeah.
What I think he really needs to do is just put more shit out. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're a fan, you want to see more visually. You want to see that nigga.
Yeah.
That nigga should be on camera.
Yeah.
So Chris, go. If you hear that shit, man, you need to be on camera, cuz. So order you up some more videos.
Holla at me, bro. You hang.
Real shit.
Facts.
Anything else? Super local?
My man Graves Morley, one of the up and coming producers in the area. Be looking for him, man. Got some hard beats.
Yeah, I walked in on a session the other day. I think that was a session, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that shit. That shit was.
He was cooking up over here.
Shit was alright. It's quick too. I like people who can do that shit.
Yeah.
Quick.
On the pads.
While we chilling and shit.
No mouse click.
Right.
He could do that too though, but that pad shit, that's him, bro. Facts.
Alright guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up this week. Thanks again for watching Hip Hop Anonymous.
Thank you.
I'm Mr. Michael Solo.
And I'm sure Fuze.
Tune in with us next week as we continue to give y'all our views on this shit that we call hip hop. Any final words?
It's a wrap.
I think that about sums it up. All right, guys. Peace.
Peace.